All right, so before we get started with this yoga for bedtime short practice, I just wanted to mention a couple of things. So we're going to be starting off in child's pose. So you're momentarily going to be on your hands and knees. Just keep in mind that when you're on a mattress, if you're on your actual bed, your hands will sink into the mattress and it might be kind of hard on your wrists. So I do really recommend making a fist and putting your fists down on the mattress. The other thing I would recommend is for some of the things we're going to do tonight, you might want to have a handful of pillows or some extra blankets, or just be ready to really scrunch up your duvet cover underneath your legs or your knees or whatever, just to really support yourself. This is going to be more of a restorative practice, and so it's all about being able to just relax and breathe into the surfaces that are holding up your body and not feeling your tissues tense or try to fight gravity. All right, so we're going to get started and we're going to start off with child's pose. So take a moment briefly at fists and kneeling on your bed, sinking your hips towards your heels and bringing your forehead and arms down along the bed in front of you. Now you might want to scrunch up your duvet underneath your torso, put pillows between your thighs underneath your torso to give yourself some breathing space. You can also turn your head to one side, just making sure that at some point you turn your head to the other side as well. While you're here, you can just focus on taking nice, deep, full breaths, feeling both sides of the rib cage, the back body expand with your breath in. And then as you breathe out, noticing your body just sink a little more into the position. Maybe there's areas you're holding tension that you can finally let go. All right, we're going to walk our hands over to the right hand side. So you're still in a child's pose, but now it's a little bit of a side bend. So you're really going to feel that opening along the left side of your body, through the left armpit and through the left arm. A couple more breaths here. Walk your hands back to center. Take a brief pit stop back in the regular child's pose. And then you can walk your hands over to the left hand side. Again, feeling that lengthening through the right side body, the right armpit, the right arm. Feeling the breath a little more prominently in that right side. Come back through center. Couple nice breaths here in child's pose again. And then we're going to be moving on to our backs. All right, so here in a moment, you can start to lift yourself up to your knees. Get yourself turned over. And get settled on your back with your knees bent and your feet flat on the bed. Bringing your feet kind of wide, we're going to let the knees drop over to the right. Take a nice breath here. Inhale them up through center, exhaling them to the left, pausing, letting the body settle, noticing the lines of pull. Inhaling up through center, back over to the right, exhaling. Maybe you can go a little further this time. Inhaling back through center, exhaling to the left. Letting your body just relax into this gentle twist. And inhaling the legs up through center. Bring your feet hip width apart again, bringing your right ankle to your left knee. And then you can lift that left foot off the floor and grasp behind the thigh. You could also use some towels to rest your foot on, or you could use a strap to, instead of your hands holding behind your thigh, have the strap behind your thigh. Just getting a little bit of a stretch through the right glutes and the back line of the right side of the hip. Nice easy breaths, nice full breaths. Letting any tension in your jaw relax. Letting your face soften. All right, you can let that left foot come back down to the floor. We're going to start to come into a little bit of a twist. The sole of the right foot is going to move over across body to the left-hand side of you. Right arm can lay out straight beside you. And inhale the legs back up through center. Right foot comes back next to the left, swap sides, so left ankle to knee, raise up that right foot off the ground, grasp behind the thigh, or use whatever aids you need to reach that. We're just going to hold this for a couple nice breaths. Seeing if with each exhale you can find just a little more softness in your body, around your eyes, your cheeks, your ears, your neck, your belly, your feet. You can bring that right foot back to the bed. And now we're going to start twisting to the right. So the sole of the left foot is lowering down towards the surface of the bed. Left arm can be outstretched beside you. Taking nice full breaths. Letting this position just settle into your body. Inhaling the legs up through center and returning that left foot to the bed. All right, so now we're just going to let those knees fall away from each other gently, coming into a reclined restorative butterfly position. And this is where, in particular, you might want to take some spare pillows or bunch up your duvet to support under your knees on either side of you. As much as we're going for some hip opening here and some lengthening through those inner thighs, you've got gravity here. And if this is a bit too much of a stretch, the exact muscles that you're trying to lengthen and soften are going to be working to fight the gravity. So here is where you might be with your knees a little higher. I do this a lot, so my knees go pretty low here. But you can put in as much support as you need to make sure that you're comfortable. Taking a nice deep breath, feeling the belly expand and fall. Relaxing through the hips and the pelvic floor. Hopefully your legs can just feel fully supported and relaxed. Finding softness through your arms and your neck and your face. All right, you can use your hands to help you bring your knees back up to center. Your left leg can lay out flat on the bed. Bring the right in, grab just behind the knee. Just getting a little bit of a back leg line stretch here. Keeping your head nice and relaxed against the bed. If you need some height, put a pillow there to give it some support. Feel free in this practice to fill in any gaps or spaces between your body and the bed. All right, we're going to let that leg go, placing the left hand on the outer right knee. We're going to draw that right knee across body. Now your right arm can be just laying out beside you on the bed. I'm on a narrower surface, and so in order not to fall off of it, I'm using my right hand to hold the side of the table. But you can find yourself in a more relaxed position here. We're just doing a bit more of a twist than we've done so far today. Just try to, once you're in position, let go of any tension. If your body feels nervous when you try to let go of tension, back off on the twist a little bit. All right, and we're going to come back through. Bring the left knee in, straighten out the right leg. Bring that left knee in towards the chest. We're going to hold the leg here for a moment. Nice stretch along the back line of the body. Head resting, supported on the bed or a pillow. And then you're going to bring that right hand to the outer left knee, bringing that leg across body. The left hip's going to lift off the bed, introducing a bit more of a twist in this direction. Left arm can lay outstretched on the side of the bed beside you. And just breathe into this twist. Again, your leg does not have to be as far over. Your hips don't have to be stacked. If this much of a twist is too much for your body, just listen to your body. You can begin to bring that leg up and out of that position, bringing a bend back into the right leg. Bring your feet wide, and let's just revisit those windshield wipers here. So letting the knees drop over to the right, smaller twist in the back again, breathing nice and full and slow, letting any tension you're holding in your body just melt away on each exhale a little bit more. Inhale the legs up through center, exhale them to the other side. Pause here for a moment, let your body settle into the position. And inhale your legs up through center. So now you can roll onto your right side. Make sure that you've got a pillow underneath your head. I'm using my arm because I don't have a pillow nearby. You can also put blanket between your thighs. We're going to inhale the arm up towards the ceiling and then fall back into a bit of a twist. So unlike the other twists where they were driven from our lower body, this one is driven from the upper. Inhale the hand back up to in front of you, back into a regular side lying position. And then you can just place that hand behind your back, roll your left shoulder back, looking up towards the ceiling, and just relax into a twist here for a little bit. Taking some nice slow breaths, letting the weight of your upper body tell you where your twist will go and how far you'll go. All right, you can bring that arm and that shoulder back up. Just come back to a normal laying on your side position here for a moment and just let your spine settle back into a neutral position. Okay, and when you're ready, you can get yourself rolled over onto your other side. This way you can see what this looks like from the other side. So first we're going to inhale that arm up towards the ceiling and then follow it back into a twist. We're just here for a moment. And then we come back out of it, back to the normal side lying. And then you can let your hand just rest behind your back. Let the right shoulder drop back, looking up towards the ceiling, and just settle in for a handful of deep, even breaths. I'm just going to tuck my hand into my waistband here. Makes my arm feel a little more secure, especially considering I'm on a narrower surface again. And you're just letting your breath and the weight of your upper body settle you into the twist and determine how far you go. This is our last position for the evening. It's going to leave you off, just turning back onto your side here in a moment, ready to tuck in for the night. So when you're ready, you can bring your arm back to your front body, come out of that twist, and settle into a nice side-lying fetal position, taking some nice nurturing breaths, and just feeling what the practice did for your body.